Hello, welcome back. It's the normal player guy, and hey, I've got to do this now. It's for the EZA tour of Prime Battle First for Cell. So all around pretty decent LR, so we'll have a jump straight into it. So a little bit about him. So we're going to jump into like a Fight and Legend event, and then we're going to go into like a Super Battle Road because he has a pro and a con. So he has 2 key 60% to stats, and that's just it. But he gains an additional 60% to stats if you're against one enemy. So for like long events where you're against one, such as like the Fight and Legend events, or maybe even like the Gods of Destruction, that's kind of cool. But you also get 2 key up to 6 and 20% defense up to 60 with every super attack performed. So you got to make sure you do it. Of which his super attack effect, his 12 key heals 15% and his 18 key lowers attack and defense. You also raise stats by 30% for either one. You could go for additionals purely just to help out with the super attack build up, and also the fact that his 15 key does also indeed heal you quite a bit. So imagine if you double supered, that's 30%. But if you have 18 key, you get 60% attack, which is really nice, which will be a good share of it. You also, 18 key, you get 60% attack, you guaranteed an additional normal, that of which has a 30% chance to become a super attack, and of course you have a guaranteed crit if the enemy is in attack down or defense down, and his 18 key does lower attack and defense. Right, so we're going to jump into a Fight and Legend event. We'll probably choose Goku, the GT Goku, because he has type neutral. He has advantage over the Vegeta, so I'll see you all when we hit there. Okay, and this is the team that we're going to rock. So this will be, in ideal, a great situation for him. There'll be plenty of support, we can run for them later, and we've also got some pretty powerful teams, some pretty powerful units just to help flush him out. So he has a pretty interesting link set. It has some pros and cons. So of course, one thing's helping him out is he has big bad bosses. I have grinded away, and I've delayed this video as long as possible, but I've grinded away until we have big bad bosses level 10. So we'll just have a quick look into it. So we has, let's see, Flea, Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Legendary Power, Attack of the Clones, and Shattering the Limit. Now, stuff like Attack of the Clones, Shocking Speed, Shattering the Limit, you can easily get that with like the second form. You can get obviously Shattering the Limit, Shocking Speed, Legendary Power with some of the other LRs that are on this. But yes, we also have this unit and this unit in particular, both of which, so this guy is a 50% support for, especially in terms of like defense, for extreme class Cell Saga enemies, and these are a 4 key 50% defense for extreme class allies flat out. So that makes them really, really jazzy. So we're going to have, let's see, he's on the next rotation, so we'll have this guy on, because more importantly he's got big bad bosses, so we'll float this guy off, hopefully get him back around on another rotation, and we should be looking pretty good. This team is of course a 200%, it leads the Cell Saga and also the extra for androids, so we are looking pretty jazzy in this. So with his links being at almost max, with the fact that Big Bad Bosses is triggered at level 10, this scenario we'll see, a blend of supports and all that, will probably be the best case scenario we will see. And he's a free to play unit, so yes, his EZA is not strictly so bad. There are a couple of nice little units that work there. Strictly you can just run the Vegeta family, and then randomly there's the 16 who holds his own, and then there is a Goku family member who's a bit of a weird one. Right, okay, so no support, but we're able to trigger like Big Bad Bosses most importantly, and Shocking Speed just for that smidge extra. I think you're rocking about 4% of stats along with at this particular level. And Messenger from the Future. So automatically we have 10 key, which is really, really nice. That'll be Shocking Speed coming into play. So we start the game with 232k. Now that's not bad. So he's getting the 60%, and he's also getting the 60% from one enemy. Now, as I say, he builds up 2 key 20% defense with every super attack performed, as well as having a 30% super attack effect. So he might have an underwhelming start right now. 232 is pretty decent for Super Battle Road, but on the low end for Extreme Super Battle Road. That's not so bad for Gods of Destruction, but probably fully built up, he'd be fine there. Right, okay, we want to get his 18 key, which we can't, but we want to get that because he has a huge amount of attack, 60% attack. So that's definitely the kind of trend that we want to aim for, right? Okay, so 2.38 opens up the game with 232k defense and opens up the gate with a 2.4 million. So again, that's nothing. So we need to see super attack. So again, oh, this will be pretty good. So it should be pretty much, yeah, it should be pretty much nothing at this stage. This amount of defense should carry him all the way up until the Great Ape. This particular fight is still pretty good for testing because it can have some pretty powerful parts. Again, the Great Ape part and then the Super Saiyan 4s afterwards, they really are dangerous. And even for seasoned and whale players, you can get cocky and you can get caught out and you can take just a little bit more damage than you'd like. And still to this day, there's not a whole plethora of units, especially with these teams that you got to use them for missions. There's not that many per team that they can need to be used on. Okay, so next rotation we have the situation we want. We're going to get like LR power and we're going to have a 50% support. So that's going to look really, really jazzy. So we'll do this. We'll blitz through this rotation because I imagine these cells are just going to absolutely kick their ass. But yeah, so these free-to-play androids, they're brilliant after Easy A. They're a fantastic support. They raise defense on the 12 key, greatly raising their 18 key. They give extreme class allies 4 key, 50%. They're great on Worldwide Chaos. They're great in androids. They're great on Joint Forces. Seriously, they're just great on a lot of things. So yeah, and like Future Saga as well could be really good for them. So anyway, any of those teams where you can throw them in, really help out. So that's pretty good. And their attack stats are not too shabby as well. They're pretty defensively okay, pretty offensively pretty decent. Right, okay, so here we go. We have a pretty sweet rotation. Right, so we enter with... Ooh. I'd hate... Let's just... We shouldn't die, even though it opens up with a super attack. It would hurt a lot. So 329. So bear in mind, we do have big bad bosses now. Attack of the Clones, Messenger from the Future, Shocking Speed, and Legendary Power. Now, I don't think Attack of the Clones gives... I actually don't know. Let's have a check. What does Attack of the Clones actually give us? It gives us... no, it just gives us attack. So the only defense we get is from Shocking Speed and from big bad bosses, which combined... there is 34%. No, so tell a lie. It's 28%. I'm getting 28-29% from that. And then I'm getting plenty of attack otherwise. So I'm probably looking at like 30-odd% attack. So if that's a super attack straight off the bat, it's gonna hurt, but hey, let's go for it. So bear in mind, he's only done one super attack, and he's up to 329k. And again, huge amount of support coming from this guy in particular, what's going for. So we have, let's see, we have 16 key, so we're more than capable. That's not quite, but still, we're able to get 23 key. This will be a really nice attack stat. It just will be. How much damage are we gonna? Yeah, I knew it, but we have to see. That is a lot more damage than I would have thought, and we do live. Holy, we live. But I never expected that. 7.5 million, 7.4 million. Jeez, that's a huge jump. So he did one super. I mean, don't forget this super attack. He's getting 20%, and on top of that, he's also getting his super attack effect. Follows up with a 4.3. Now he's fully built up. So the next time we see him, he's going to be absolutely fully built up. So that's going to be impressive, dude. What a jump! What a jump! 7.5 million. That. For a free-to-play unit, with the scenario that he's in, I mean, yeah, it's against one enemy. You can imagine that's 60% less defense, just on defense alone. So again, so that attack stat will probably remain the same, but that defensive stat will be less. Oh, we actually also are getting a free heal. That's cool. That's fine. Saves me using a sensor beam, so that's pretty good. Okay, so all round impressive, which means the next rotation is going to be even more incredible, right? Okay, so how do we want to play this? We probably want to play this. So let's see, we'll get them, yeah, we'll do that. Plenty of orbs there, and we'll do that. That surprisingly worked out in our favour. Depending on crits or dodges, we should be able to get through this phase pretty nicely. Let's have a look. Okay, so these units, see what I mean? These units, while they've not fully built up, oh wow, 11.5 million. While these units not fully built up, they're still pretty powerful and they're taking some tremendous hits. It's good to see in this video that some of these pretty decent units, and a follow-up of a 9.3, geez. It's good to see that these units can take absolute beatings, you know, even at tight neutral. It just goes to show that this event truly can catch a lot of people out, and it still is difficult to this day. Some of the missions you gotta do, like, let's see, gotta use like storied figures and low-class warriors against these. That's really difficult. One of them is for GT bosses. That's pretty horrendous. Right, this particular one right here. This is where things get a little kooky. So let's see. So we have 100% defense support. 50 from each. This is mental. He is fully built up, so this is going to be a ridiculous number. His attack stat's probably going to be around the 7 million. Oh no, might be a bit less. Maybe, we'll see. So he's now rocking the same amount, except now he's at 523k. Now bear in mind, he was at 330k, now he's at 520k. And again, that's just the insane amount of support that he gets. And prior to that, he's probably around 2... Actually, it depends. The start of turn, it depends as it is. But fully built up, this is best case scenario. So yes, we'll go for some same type healing. We are quite easily able to get a full 24 key because like shocking speed gives us 2, and then of course we're getting 4 key from these guys. So this truly is incredible. Coming in with 500k, we're going to heal up quite a lot, no doubt. If this second form cell doesn't waste him, which they might do, should be looking pretty good. Now, 500k is enough in Extreme Super Battle Road to hold your own, so that's pretty nice. So let's have a look. 7.6. Ooh la la. That's actually pretty tasty. 7.6. Bloody hell. Imagine a follow-up's going to be around 4 million. That's really, really good. I'm not kidding. Okay, right, so this could be a good one just to see. You have no support. I mean, that's a lot of links, but there's no support, and I'd be inclined to save that for the support. What are we looking at? 98k before he does anything. He's gonna get hurt if this is a super attack. Let's see. We'll do that, and then we will actually. We can't get him an 18 key, so screw it, we'll do this. Save those tech orbs. Super attack outright will... Yeah, wow. This guy begins to work his magic after he's on a few super attacks, so we're fine. Alright, so let's have a talk about it then. So he's fully built up. This is a best case scenario because he's against one person. Okay, so depending on the situation, you can have, let's see, around 330k fully built up. With your super attacks at the end of it, you could have 350k, close to 400k against one person. Okay, so that's actually pretty decent. With double defensive support, you can hit a truly magnificent number, right? Now, is there more attack-based supports? Possibly, but in this team, in the Android and Android Cell Saga, you perhaps don't do that. Nonetheless, that was pretty great. So against one person, we're able to see that he's looking pretty great. Okay, so again, we are probably going to stick with these. Actually, you actually get a little bit more. So let's take off the support for now. So fully built up, so fully built up with just 150% support, he is at 400k, which is bloody good actually. Seriously, this is a free-to-play unit. This is really, really good. This is a big test. Okay. So, let's see, 400, okay, that's strictly not so bad. Imagine if you're going this into Cell Max. Well, the rest of the team would crumble, except for maybe Cell. Except for maybe LR Cell, who has type advantage as well. You'd all crumble. But honestly, at 438k, he's going to get killed by a super attack. But I'd like to think normals would be under 80k, which in that event would be pretty substantial. Let's do that. And then let's just do that. But so in this particular one, if we get super attacked, Wow, 6.9. That he's sitting at a pretty casual 7 million. I mean, the last units we see to sit at 7 million, I mean, you're probably looking at like, well, AGL Gogeta. You're looking at physical Broly. I mean, these are pretty insane things. And there's the additional as well. It gives us a nice heal. This particular phase will be his worst one because it is type disadvantage. So I wish we had a super attack there. That kind of would have shown us a bit more about what we can do. Alright, okay, this unit is looking pretty great. He's now, yeah, as I say, this cell, when he gets his chance to transform, that's looking pretty great. Let's have a look. How much damage does this do to this cell? Nothing. Okay, yeah, so he's looking pretty good after all that. This is probably one of the worst phases for him to go into. So, I mean, having that super attack against him would have been pretty interesting to have. Okay, let's see about this. Shall we pop the active skill? So we'll pop the active skill because this seems like a better time than ever because we'll have type advantage. So let's see what we do. Woohoo! Let's get this because this is going to be pretty insane. Yeah. So what do we? If this is a crit, it's going to do like what, like 4 or 5 bars of health. It's going to be insane. Let's have a look. And this will help to raise the attack of the super attacks as well. Jesus, did way more. Wow, yeah, totally crushed. So we'll do that just so we can get maximum stats on the orbs. We'll do this because he doesn't need no more. We'll do that. Oh, I went short, but I don't think it is not going to get past. Cell is going to have a monstrous attack stat here. What's he going to get? 23.4 million. Good grief. Good grief, I got that in a video. 23 million! And a crit. Wow. The dude's insane. Okay, perfect. There's a lot of attacks. Here we go. We're going to get... do we lose any links? Let's see. We're going to get 4 links. We do lose Attack of the Clones, but that's a small amount of attack. That's fine. Kind of have to put him in slot 1 because, as I say, we kind of need to absorb all these blows. Okay, right. So we entered the game with no support, entering 371k. So it was 438k with 1 support, over 500k with 2 supports, and without any supports, but with the big bad bosses and shocking speed, pretty much at max, 371. Honestly, that's not bad. Took us a while to get there, right? You still need to do these super attacks, so if you get unlucky, then sure. Okay, so we are, most importantly, we're able to get his 18 key, which means we're able to get that 60% attack. Because these 7 million attack stats only happen if you do that. Okay, and we'll do you know, it's going to be a docking attack as well, but we will just skip it outright. Perfect. So what, I expect a couple of 100k. Under 200 would be a good guess. And we have, wow, no, dude, wow. Talk about me being wrong. 365. Jesus. So what is this? This is a 6.1 million attack stat. Let's just give it a little something. So 6.1 million. So again, pretty casual. Sitting at, I mean, 6 million without support. Close to 7 million with 1. 7.5 million, 7.6 with 2. I mean, seriously, this unit's pretty good. That they're taking 365k with 400k defense just goes to show, as I say, this unit, I mean, this event can just take a lot of units out, and it's surprising just how difficult it can be. Because again, the normals he's absorbing pretty nicely, which will be the same sort of lines as like the Gods of Destruction. He's going to get slaughtered against Cell Max in that final phase. Up until that final phase, he'll carry you, but damage reduction items with the 400k, yeah, fine. If he had type advantage with the 400 odd k, yeah, fine. You could probably tank a super attack. But no, a super attack would outright kill him. Normals I'd expect to be around 80 to 100k. That's fine. Do you know what? We want to get this in the video. Why not? Why the hell not? Because we're going to have any more links. We don't get any more. We don't get any more links. And we have 50. What is Cell at? 307k. Jesus. I mean, we gotta get this another 23 million attack stat in, right? Well, to be fair, his special kind of raised it up a little bit. 26.8 is even higher. Good God, I've got it in a video. 26.8. Good grief. Yeah, but just incinerates anything in its path. Alright, okay, good for you for stealing the show. Thank you very much. Alright, so this has been a very informative video. So it's brilliant to see him, like, these LRs, these free-to-play, they're pretty good. Now, I mean, I was a bit dubious when it's 60% only, 2D 60%, seems a bit short. But again, he's made for one person, because you're actually getting 120%, and then you're going to build up to 180%, and you get the attack out of it by getting the 18 key, but the defense is there. So the next video we'll do ought to be against the Super Battle Road. There is an extreme Super Battle Road for androids, so maybe I jump into that using the same team, pretty heavy hitters, and we'll have some supports in there, and we'll just see how we can fare, because like start of turn defense is going to be pretty meh, but fully built up probably holds his own. But thank you very much for following this video all the way to the end, and if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, sucks to be you. But thank you very much, and bye bye.